and he's going to pick up the first kill. Meanwhile, someone from TK has the satellite drone in hand. It's going to be Theory, who's also popped his overclock as well. That's going to be deplenished now, but he is in a position from back here to potentially go for the throw, but not going to happen. As good base defense comes out from Epsilon.
And now Jerd with the satellite drone going to be making up some lost time here on the right side of the map. And
what is Jerd? Tell me he isn't just using his knife.
No.
Okay. Whew, I was going to say, because we've seen Jerd use some pretty interesting custom class setups. He's been one that has been experimenting a little bit more so than most. But
yes,
it might be nice to see him actually use something serious and see just how talented he could be.
Yep, stun grenades coming out from Theory. So Theory rocking 2 tactical grenades here, 2 stun grenades coming out from him. And now you see Sharp with the satellite drone. And he says, nope, there's dudes in there. I'm going to cut over here and throw that drone up so I can use my gun. So whenever you have the satellite drone here, of course, you cannot use your weapon. So you can maybe just throw the drone out when you perceive you're about to be in a gunfight. Maybe push it up, progress it up the map a little bit. Very good strategy out of the Team Caliber guys. But right now, Tommy with the drone in his hand.
He nearly managed to completely out-juke someone, but did go down. That was an unfortunate play there from Tommy Gunjar in a position to try and get the first points in the game. Not going to happen if you're new in the stream or especially new here at Gamescom and our live audience. Uplink, the brand new game type as Theory scores for 2. And you sat here wondering, how does this work? Well, each team has a home portal. There is a neutral satellite drone, also sometimes referred to wrongly by us, of course, as the ball, but sometimes it's just what we say, sadly. But if you do actually throw that in, you're going to win yourself 1 point. If you run it in, you are going to get yourself 2.
Yep, and now Swanee going for that satellite drone right now. He picks it up, he goes down, so does his teammate right behind him. That's 3 players down now for Epsilon. Now you see Neslo going in as well for Team Caliber. So it's just an all-out brawl for the drone in the middle of the map. But now Theory making some good progress here. He's going to go for the 2-pointer, but he can't make it happen. Falls just a little short, and that's going to be Epsilon with control.
Epsilon pick up the ball and immediately try and put some yardage down on it towards the opposition base. Tommy with 1. Can he find the second? He is going to be in there very tucked up. He does get it. Nice little dash to the side, and Epsilon in a good position to try and get a capture here. Jerd goes for the throw. Nicely played. And in case you're wondering, we should actually mention Jerd, of course, using colorblind assist. So it's nice to have that in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. That's why his screen sometimes looks a little purple. It isn't, of course, the game that is colorblind assist. He needs to play with it.
Our producer just made the best comment ever.
What did he say?
Caster. Larry Jerd.
Larry,
like Larry Bird, you're British.
Larry.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
All right, good. You just wasn't that funny for you?
No.
I think all the laughs in the world that you have are
they're
gone.
gone. I'm not going to be able to laugh for the rest of the week.
All right, so we're back in, and that's 1 point on the board there for Epsilon, and they need 1 more to draw this one up. And Tommy here on the outside, he's gonna get double jumped on right there by one of the members of Team Caliber, and Swanee now picking up another kill. And you see the yellow supply drop pop up there, and let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, the supply drop, brand new feature in Advanced Warfare. Of course, you can get yourself a wide variety of things, but I actually want to go back to Swanee really fast because he was, look how close he is, 130 points away from the UAV. He's gonna get it, and you can see that tick at the very top of the UAV, that third little arrow to the right-hand side. That means he's customized and modified the UAV. Did Swanee get it? I think he did. He gets the UAV.
He did. So this is a maxed out UAV.
Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to give them all sorts of help. You can see them always going to be on that mini-map.
Yep. So this UAV essentially is going to be a longer UAV, I believe. It's going to tell you exactly where the players are looking from the enemy team, and they're lit up longer with this UAV. So it's essentially like it's almost like a Blackbird, but yeah, here we go.
He's also halfway. Well, as I said, that he does go down. In fact, no, he is still halfway. Oh, has he put support on it? He has. That's what he's done. Swanee's actually running support, so that points are going to carry through death, and we haven't seen anyone actually use that here at Gamescom. So Swanee really thinking outside the box, recognizing how much of a fast-paced game type Uplink is. He said, well, I may as well try and carry through a support streak rather than a score streak normally.
Yes, yeah. So how do you actually activate that, Vincent?
That's just the score streak modifier. So when you actually create your pick 13 class and you create your score streaks within that, you can actually select any individual score streak and modify. There's up to 3, sometimes 4 modifications on each score streak.
Right, but specifically, how does he carry the points through death towards the score streak? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, as in if you get a kill, it's like how it used to be in Modern Warfare 3, the support streaks. How you could pick a UAV and you'd say you get 50 points for a kill and you die, you still have that 50 point towards the UAV.
Yes, I mean, I understand that, but what causes that to happen here? Because typically, if you were to die in the game, your score streak would just reset, even with the UAV.
So that's the support. That's the modification on the...
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was confused. I was like, what?
Yeah, so that's the modifier.
Yeah, it's the modifier on the score streak.
And how much score does that add, do you know?
I think it's 300.
Yes, that's hefty.
I want to say it's a bit of a cost. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll be able to see when we look at Swanee's screen at the start of the second side. But it is a hefty...
That makes sense. 300 extra score to carry through death.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's hefty. You have to try and make that decision, obviously.
Yeah, no. But I think that's a fair price for that kind of ability.
Yeah, I would say
to be able to run that UAV.
And Tommy, he is running the Goliath score streak. He's actually got a couple here at Gamescom. But meanwhile, the score, actually 5-3 in favor of Team Caliber. Theory with the drone in hand. He's looking at maybe hit one from downtown. Not going to happen. He gets shut down. And Epsilon retrieves the drone. This time it's Josh. He's actually already used Stim, so he doesn't have that available. He could go for one from long range. Oh, well, he gets it. Nicely played. I thought for a minute there he missed, but he does connect, turns, and goes down. But now the game, 1 point in it, Astro.
Yep, Neslo is going to pop that cloak. Now you see it. And as soon as you fire your weapon, that cloak is going to disable. And there you see Neslo getting taken out because of that. So Neslo picking up one. And I want to actually talk about what Jerd's screen right here. So Jerd, again, this is colorblind assist that he's using. So that is a feature that's back in Advanced Warfare 2. We mentioned it, I think, yesterday. If you have any kind of disability where you're colorblind, this is a very nice feature for players who are colorblind to use because they can actually tell the colors in the game, and a lot of these colors are very intensive to what you need to be doing in Advanced Warfare.
Completely agree. It's a very beautiful game to look at. All tied up though here, Astro. 6 points apiece between our two teams, Epsilon and of course Team Caliber. Jerd has picked up the drone one more time. He's very weak on armor though now. As we mentioned before, you can choose to throw the ball away and then pick it back up, and you will get full armor back again. He did also have Stim, but decided not to use it. Neslo on the defensive plays.
Here comes the downtown toss.
Yeah, no way.
That was just too much.
Yeah, Goon needs to maybe just practice a couple of those long throws. Certainly isn't Tom Brady just yet, but has the Stim available to pop. He's going to wait for his health to manually regen that ball. Or drone has reset manually though. Automatically I should say. So he's back to his original sniper point, and Tommy just picked that up and he said, all right, see you later. Overclock pops, throws it in, gets the DDoS medal, and Epsilon 7-6 in the lead.
Yep, nice toss there by Tommy. Great aggressive movements. He's got overclock on, and there you see Theory has it as well for Team Caliber. And look at the jukes. Oh man, almost managed to get around the corner, but just didn't make it. And now you see Swanee with
once again,
the drone in hand.
Has the UAV as well.
Yep, and so
there's 700 points. That's the cost, so it is 300 points extra.
Yeah, that's a very strong UAV too. You can see on the minimap that you kind of see the direction of the players, where they're aiming. There's kind of attaches this little mini arrow on their on that each player on the minimap, so you can kind of see which direction they're facing. And now you see that all those players are dead. Epsilon mops them up, and here we go. Josh moving the drone next through the middle area of the map, and that's going to be big confrontation again.
Siren is going. That's going to symbolize, of course, the tidal wave. And you get to see it perfectly there from Neslo's perspective, and that is going to affect your aim as well. It's worth mentioning, not necessarily as in the game, but if you see that and you start looking at it and you're trying to aim at someone who's in front of it, could potentially get a little bit wobbly, as we saw that with Neslo.
Yeah, and let's just talk a little bit more about the tidal wave that comes in there. It only hits the beach on that side of the map, or kind of the lower area of that part of the map. You can see where it's kind of washing out right now. If you're in this area when that comes in, you will be taken out. It will be a death. Yeah,
you will die. It happened to me. I wasn't really very happy about it, put it that way. But Epsilon building themselves a 3-point lead now. The minute and a half still to go. TK trying to hang on. Overclock's been used by Tommy, and you see just how quick that makes him when you combine it with the dashes and the boost. Nicely played from Tommy. Another 2 points go in, and this lead really starting to build now for Team Epsilon.
Yep, now you see Gunjar here for TK. He's going to be pushing down through where this drone is about to reset to, and it does, in fact, reset. Gunjar trying to pick off any players from Epsilon, going for that, and he does manage to get one. Let's see if he can get a second. Yes, he does. And that drone has not been touched, and finally TK picks it up.
Yeah, and you may note there, of course, Gunjar's minimap a little bit elongated. HD, that's the perk number 2 peripheral, as opposed to Neslo's, who's is kind of square, the classic kind of Black Ops 2 minimap, as opposed to the Call of Duty Ghost-esque, I guess is the best comparison of what Gunjar was running. That's for increased vision. And as well, the death marker as Neslo picks up the melee attack. Can he try and get the throw off? No, he can't. He goes down. But nice series of events there for him. But with 39 seconds left, he's going to pop his cloak, and this is pretty much game over.
Yeah, and so TK is probably not going to come back into this one, but they do manage to put one in right there. That's 2 points. They do have 30 seconds left. I mean, it is doable, but very, very.
They're going to need some serious teamwork.
Especially when Swanee's got that UAV he's about to throw up again. Tommy's just trying to throw that drone out as far as possible. He does a pretty good job of doing that. TK does pick it up, but it looks like Josh is all over that player with the drone. And it doesn't look like TK is going to be able to put any more in. 10 seconds left on the scoreboard, and it looks like that's going to be it.
Oh, Theory trying to do one last attack. Doesn't matter. They all go down. And that is going to be Team Epsilon picking up the first game here of Uplink. Of course, we mentioned